So for this one, we're going to be doing slope, y-intercept, and an equation. I always like to begin with the y-intercept. In this case, our y-intercept is 1. Slope is down 1, 2, to the right 1, 2, 3, 4. So negative 2 over 4, or negative 1/2. The equation then would be y equals negative 1/2 x plus 1. Next one, y-intercept is 0. They give us that point. And that point, looks like we could also use the origin. I'll use the origin up 1, 2, 3. To the right 1, 2. 3 over 2. Y equals 3 over 2 x plus 0. You could just put y equals 3 over 2 x also. Here y-intercept is negative 2. Got a point there. Got a point there. Down 1, 2. To the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Negative 2 over 6, or negative 1/3. Equation, y equals negative 1/3 x minus 2. Moving on, they give us this point. At this point, y-intercept is negative 1. Slope is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4 over 3. Equation, y equals negative 1 x plus 4 over 3. Next one, y-intercept is 3. Slope, down 1, 2, 3. To the right 1, 2, 3. Negative 3 over 3. Or simplifies to negative 1 over 1. Y equals negative 1 over 1 x plus 3. Next, we have this point and this one. Y-intercept is 1. Slope is 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2, 3, 4. Y equals 3/4 x plus 1. On to the back. Finding slope between 2 points. I'm going to go ahead and label all my x1s and y1s first, and x2s and y2s. Okay. I'm not going to have enough room to write the slope formula each time, so I will just use the template and put the numbers in where they would go. So y2 minus y1 is negative 3 minus negative 7. x2 minus x1 is 5 minus 8. Those two negatives are going to become a positive. Negative 3 plus 7 is 4 over negative 3. Template again, remember to put your minus sign in the middle. y2 is 11, y1 is 9, x2 is 5, x1 is negative 5. That's going to change to plus. We're going to have 11 minus 9 is 2, 5 plus 5 is 10, and that's equivalent to 1/5. Our template, negative 9 minus negative 4, negative 4 minus negative 8. Got to do both of those signs to be a plus instead of two minuses. Negative 9 plus 4 is negative 5. Negative 4 plus 8 is 4. Another one template. y2 is -8, y1 is 3, -6, -4. It's going to be adding now on the denominator. -8 minus 3 is -11 over -6 plus 4 is -2. We do have two negatives in this one, so that's going to change to be a positive, because a negative divided by a negative would make a positive. Y2 is 2 minus -1, -7 minus -7. This one I think is going to be undefined, because we are going to have a denominator of 0. So 2 plus 1 is 3 over 0. That means that is undefined, because we cannot divide by 0. So then 4 minus 4, that's going to end up being 0, but that's okay because it's in the numerator. -6 minus 9, 0 over -15. That is no slope, which would be a horizontal line. So the one prior would be a vertical line. This one would be a horizontal line. Okay, I'll pause here for a moment so you can pause me if you need to. I'm going to move on. We're going to talk about characteristics of slope here. This is a 0 slope, a horizontal line. This is a negative slope. So if you had a person walking on this thing, they would be going down as they move to the right. That is a negative slope. Here's our other person. Going to the right here, they would be going up. That means that is a positive slope. And the vertical line there is what we call undefined. Moving to the bottom here, we are to identify the slope and y-intercept. I'm just going to put the words s and y for each one. The slope is always going to be the value that is attached to x, and so in this case that is 4, but I don't like that because the slope should always be written as a fraction, so that's 4 over 1. Actually, what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to circle the slope and I'm going to underline the y-intercept. Here the slope is 4, the y-intercept is -5. Make sure you underline the negative also. Here the slope is 2/3, the y-intercept is 11. The slope is always going to be the coefficient of x, and what I mean by the coefficient of x, I mean the number that is stuck to x. And so in C, it's a little bit wacky. We got to put a 1 in there. The slope of this one is a -1. If there is no number, we can assume that it's just a 1. And then the number that's by itself is 2/3. That is the y-intercept. Slope here is going to be -9 over 2. Don't forget the negative. Y-intercept is going to be 6. Slope here again is the number that is attached to the x, or the coefficient of x. That's 5 over 2. Y-intercept is -19. Slope here, -2 over 7. It's the coefficient of x. Y-intercept, -5 over 4.